Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is VTech Guy. Today we're going to be taking a look at Insomniac's latest game of Spider-Man, coming to the PS4, hopefully by the end of the year, maybe by 2018. But let's just get right into it. We got good old Marvel's Spider-Man. Everyone loves Spider-Man. We grew up on Spider-Man as kids and whatnot. I used to have a Spider-Man poster up. It's actually in front of my computer now, but I should probably put it back here next to Groot or something, all my Marvel stuff together, and then my Joker over there. But he's blocked, so we're gonna back in good old New York City. Shout out to my friend Malin of Alpha Sports Gaming. Let's see what we got here. I have not seen this E3 trailer yet. I've seen little snippets of it, but and I saw the one from last year, but I haven't seen this one in its entirety. So what I've read on articles is that this is a much older, more wise Peter Parker. It's not going to be the college kid as I am, quirky, nerdy, stuff like that. So it's a pretty cool mask. Fisk, Wilson Fisk, of course, that is Kingpin, I believe, if my memory does serve me correctly. So we got some stealth mechanics here. That's pretty good for Spider-Man. Most of the games are just go in, bash, beat him up, but it's good to always have stealth mechanics. So see how he's going to deal with this guy. Oh, and he hangs him. Spider-Man does not kill, remember that. So I guess that guy's getting alerted right now. Oh, so we're going to have traps in this game. I like how the mini-map is sectioned on the bottom left also. Everything looks very nice. I don't know what the top right is at the moment. Maybe that's a combo meter of, like, takedowns. Because I remember in previous games, and kind of like with Batman also, if you have so many knockouts of a battle, you could do like a special move. So I don't know how they're going to mix that together. Quick time events are a wonderful thing sometimes. Let's see. So I saw for a second his legs were glowing, stuff like that. I don't know if that means that's his weak spot or what, but that'll be interesting. I will say, not to get off on a side tangent, but one of the games I always thought had one of the best mechanics when it came to fighting was Assassin's Creed. And from what I've seen this year on E3 is that, I'm kind of on the fence with it, but this might be the game that the fighting mechanics go very, very nicely. Graphics look, amazing on the PS4, so keeping it up to date. iPhone, Samsung.
Nice jumpsuit. Slimming. Wait, the demons. Who's their leader?
Keep my men alive and maybe I'll tell you.
Helicopter coming in. Let's see who's part of that. I was reading that we'll have some very odd villains, to say the least, for Spider-Man. It's not going to be the usual Sandman, Venom, Carnage, stuff like that. Hopefully we might get a couple of those thrown in here also, but I think it'll be stuff that we're not used to. Just nearly throws him out into the middle of the city to die, but you gotta do what you gotta do. I'll put it that way. So there's a big brute there. Mini boss battle maybe. Oh shoot. Electrical pulse. This looks like you can't take care of him. Just jump right in. He's going to be able to break. So I don't know. So that was very interesting. There's something to analyze and whatnot. You can see the top left bar is your health bar. It looks like. I don't know what the bottom one is. I guess that's your web slinging ability you got set up or whatnot. But it looks like you got some like environmental weaponry you can use. Pressing L1, I think. So he's taken care of. Amazing combo.
Your men are safe. Your turn. Who runs the demons?
You're about to find out. Check the roof.
He's here?
Get to some wall climbing or wall running. Okay. That's one way of looking at it. Now this guy right here from the comics, I believe, is Mr. Negative. I really don't know too much about him, but I'll do my research. And of course the game will have its own take on him, hopefully. So definitely tell me down below in the comments, like, what heroes do you think are going to show up? Because, you know, are we going to get a Stan Lee cameo as we did in previous Spider-Man games? Do you think we're going to go through the whole origin story? Do you think we're just going to kick off right into a certain point where it's like, hey, we know Spider-Man. We know what happens to Uncle Ben by now. You know, all that. So... knocked his ass out. Ooh.
Let's go.
I'm kind of quick time events. I'm not crazy about. That's the thing. I guess it's good for, you know, to make sure, hey, you're still watching the cutscenes and stuff like that. And it's good for like these, you know, cool moments, but just like, what happens if you fail them? You're gonna have to redo them all, or now we're going through web swinging. See how that goes. It looks pretty smooth for now.
It's complicated. Turns out Martin Lee is running the
Captain
demons.
Watanabe.
The guy who runs the homeless shelter?
Like I said, complicated.
I don't know if this is just for E3 and it's going to be a downgrade when it comes out, if it won't have necessarily all the buildings being destroyed, or if it's, you know, going to be set and how it happens. Because I don't know how often you'll run into a helicopter when you're free roaming through the city of New York. So
Working on it, Yuri.
it also makes me wonder, like, since this is an older Peter Parker, what his, you know, established relationship will be when it comes to the ladies. You know, Gwen Stacy, they can always go that route once again. Mary Jane Watson, of course. Will we see any alternative Spider-Man suits? So that's a question there. Good old quick time event, back at it again. Everything just looks really nice, I'll say that. I mean, everything has to kind of be nice for E3, but the gameplay is just, I think I'm impressed there, just how much they're able to do and get away with on the PS4 now.
Hi.
So,
Is this the flight to Newark?
he got knocked out. See, Spider-Man, look at that, still a good guy, keeps him alive.
Why are you doing this?
So they're gonna fight a little bit, it looks like. Oh shoot. I don't know if that was a fail at the quick time event or that was supposed to happen.
This isn't
I
you.
think that wasn't supposed to happen, but who knows.
Need a plan. Plan real fast. I guess this is the plan. Come on, Pete. You got this. You got this. You got this. You got this.
If you've ever played a Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm fighting game like that, there had, you know, quick time events just like that where you had to get it within like the little circular region and get it just right. This looks pretty cool right here, rapidly, you know, doing the web shots. That's pretty cool. That's pretty impressive. I'll say that. So there's Mr. Negative again, knocked out.
Mr. Lee?
Oh, he's still there. See, that's the Mr. Negative suit that everyone's kind of keen to and knows more about. 2018. Insomniac Games. Hats off to you guys.
It's over. Come on, dude. Let's go.
Miles Morales. So I don't know how he'll play a part into the game, but props off to Insomniac Games this year's E3 for Sony Expo. That was really nice, I'll say that. Tell me your thoughts down below. What do you think about this game? Do you think it's going to be, you know, really promising, a letdown? What type of villains you want, heroes you want, team ups? What type of story do you think they're going to go for here? Do you think this will be Peter Parker passing on the torch to Miles Morales so he could set up to be the figurehead, the star of this series? Or do you think they're going to keep going with Peter Parker, you know, probably like 2-3 games and then pass it on? So until then, everyone, keep her safe.